Okay, good afternoon or good evening, EDUC 4400. I want to take a moment to briefly show you around our Blackboard course and point out a couple of different things for you to help make the getting started process go very smoothly for you. So this is EDUC 4400, Foundations of School, Learning, Motivation, and Assessment. And there's a welcome video. If you go to course information and syllabus, you'll find a quick welcome to the course with an introduction by yours truly on this page, as well as a link to the syllabus. And let's start with the syllabus just so you can get a brief overview of the course. The syllabus is a Google document. So when you click on the link, it's going to take you to a Google document page that's going to allow you to view the syllabus. I will also try to put a PDF version of this up, for you as well, but you can also just go here, file, and save if you need to. The syllabus is subject to change as we go in the course, so any changes that occur will happen directly on the Google document and will be done in real time. However, when I say change, I really just mean like if there's a reading that needs to be shifted, or I want to kind of change a little bit of the readings here and there, or if we find that there's a different assignment you guys would prefer over a current assignment, we can certainly make some mid-course exchanges and edits as we go. So if I do that, which, that'll just kind of remain to be seen. I will be eliciting your feedback as we go. You'll see that here on the Google document, but I'll also send that out in an announcement too. I wouldn't just change something and not let you know, because I know that many of you guys really use the syllabus as your go-by, and so you should. So the syllabus has my office hours. They're Tuesdays to Thursdays, 9:30 a.m. to 12 p.m., but I can certainly accommodate other times in the afternoon and evenings. You just need to send me a quick email and request. I'm including my cell phone number here. I really prefer that you save that number for emergencies only, or if we've got an appointment set up. So I really appreciate it if you email me all of your questions. Do not expect me to respond to a call or text after 7 or 8 p.m. Just like anybody else, we kind of turn off for work at night, have a family, and have other obligations. So, the cell phone is just to be used for emergencies, not for, hey, it's 10 o'clock at night and I'm having trouble submitting my assignment and I need to text my professor. So don't do that, please. Instead, send me an email. I'll get it the next morning, and we'll certainly sort it out then if there's some sort of emergency issue that prevents you from being able to submit an assignment by midnight. You can always just email me and I will get back to you, and it's not the end of the world. We don't need to deal with it at 10 o'clock at night. So I'm just saying that because I want you to kind of know what it's appropriate for and what it's not appropriate for. That being said, true emergencies, you should definitely use my cell phone, and we'll use that as well when we have phone conferences. Other than that, I have a Skype username, which is Heather Higgins, heather.higgins3, and I love Skyping. I will try to do my best to make sure it's on during office hours, but if not, you can email me as well, and we will make sure to video chat if you would prefer to do that way. The course materials are Teaching with Love and Logic by Faye and Funk. There's a web link there that will take you to their website where you can actually download the book if you haven't purchased it. And there is the other text is by Robert Freed, The Passionate Teacher. And then the final text is an educational psychology text by Seifert and Sutton. So this is the actual link to it, and I'll click on it and open it. It's great because it's an online text. It's absolutely free, and it's pretty good. I've used EdPsych texts before, and they would cost $150, and I've been pretty happy with this text. It's not formatted or organized exactly like I'm used to, but the theories are there. So you kind of get an idea of this course. Well, if you look at the textbook, sorry, I get these announcements and my computer pops up. You can really see kind of what is involved in this course when you take a look at this. The changing profession in you, learning process, which is what we're going to get into Module 1 with the major theories and models of learning and cognitive learning, student development, behaviorism, diversity, individual versus group differences, and multiple intelligences, students with special educational needs, motivation, and then it gets into kind of like how to put it all together. So classroom management, and again, getting into behavior management and behaviorist theories, classroom communication, how to facilitate higher order and complex thinking, planning, and then finally assessment strategies. So that's really a great overview text for the course. We're going to really rely largely on this text, and then the other two are going to kind of be like the icing on the cake to give you kind of more to talk about. So that's the Seifert and Sutton text. Okay, so I'm going to just scroll down briefly, and here are the topics. Again, we kind of just covered that with the text, but the emphasis is on theories of learning, including behavioral and cognitive theories of learning, constructivism and constructivism theories, motivation and motivational strategies, higher order thinking and learning taxonomies, intelligence and brain-based learning, and assessment. Okay, so if you scroll down, this gives you a brief overview of the course and the breakdown of the assignments. So there are 6 modules, and they all count varying amounts. The typical module counts about 15% of your grade, and then Module 4 and Module 5 are larger projects which have a little bit more time devoted to them. Module 4 is a 3-week module, whereas Module 1, 2, and 3, those are all 2-week modules. Module 4 is a 20% of your grade. Module 5 is the major assignment for the course, Teacher Leader Evidence Project, and that's 20% of your grade as well. I've got separate sections on Blackboard that kind of get into Module 4 and Module 5, and it's also briefly covered here, so I won't cover that in this particular video. So scrolling down, you will also see a very important section, which is the topics, readings, assignments, and due dates. So when I say I might make changes, I mean that if it happens, it would probably happen here, and it might just mean that I make an adjustment to a reading or something, and you'll see an announcement about that. We're going to do a lot of discussions in this class, and I've got another intro video about discussions and creating good discussion questions. For Module 1, as you can see, it's an orientation to Blackboard, orientation to the course, a video on how to come up with good discussion questions, which you should view by Tuesday, August the 22nd. And then by Friday the 25th, you need to get your first discussion question up in your group forum. And again, I've got a video in Module 1 folder on how to create a good discussion question, but that discussion question should be based on the readings thus far, which would be Chapters 2, pages 33 through 38, and Chapter 3, and then again Chapter 3 and Chapter 1 of Freed. So that's your discussion question will be based on that. After that, by Sunday the 27th, you should have 5 posts in your Module 1 discussion forum, 1 discussion question, which was due on the 25th, and then 4 good replies. And as I said in my other videos, I really want to see great evidence of reading of all of these chapter readings, especially the Seifert readings, because a lot of people love Passionate Teacher. You're going to really like that book by Freed. But I don't want you to rely on just discussing Freed. I really want to see discussion of the cognitive theories, all of the theories that are kind of covered in those chapters because they're relevant. And I want to see APA-style citations. So make sure that's first 5 posts are due the 27th. Now, the second week of Module 1 runs exactly like the first week. You have a topic that would start Monday with readings, and then by the following Friday, you would have your second discussion question due by Friday, September 1st, and then by the 3rd of September, all 10 module posts would be due in that discussion forum. So that includes both of your discussion questions and 8 replies in total. So 4 replies from first week and 4 replies from the second week. And all of that happens in the Module 1 discussion forum in your group. Okay. So again, Module 2 is going to run very similarly, and if you just keep scrolling through, you'll see sort of the outline of the dates of the assignments. Okay, so I'm going to leave our syllabus behind and just give you a quick overview of the rest of the course. And the next piece I want you to see, so here you have my office hours again and my contact information. Again, I mentioned that there'd be information on the major projects. So the application project, there's actually a guide to that is already available for you, as well as lots of resources. So that's there for you as well. This guide here in particular, I haven't updated yet. I use it for a different class, so don't be thrown if there's a few differences in what you see. Focus more on the application, like what I have to say about the project, but don't get caught up in the fact that there are more groups here than you would probably see on your page. Same with the Teacher Leader Evidence Project, which is a big project due in Module 5. Again, I have a video from an earlier class here. It's archived, but it's still relevant. And then you've got lots of other resources related to the leadership project. And again, we'll get into that as we get closer, but you're certainly welcome to go ahead and look through the materials and be thinking about your leadership project. And heck, you can even begin working on it. There's nothing holding you back from starting working on that now. For your convenience, if you look at the course calendar tab, I've tried to go ahead and make it easy and give you a secondary place where you can find major due dates for the course. So you'll see that the first day of class, I want everyone to do that Who Are You survey. That's due for day 1. Right now, I've got you guys in preliminary group discussions forums, but I may change that on Tuesday the 22nd once I see the Who Are You survey information. I would like to put you guys in affinity groups so that you can discuss topics with people of your same content area or grade level. Just because I think you guys can share more and use more of each other's resources that way. But as you can see, all of the major dates, I try to get everything up for the entire semester here so you can really look ahead. So this is just another view in addition to what you see in the syllabus. It's basically the same thing. I just put it in a calendar view for your convenience. Okay. And so getting into the groups, everybody so far has been enrolled into a group. So when you go to that groups page, one of these groups is going to pop up that you're enrolled in, either 1, 2, or 3, or 4. And again, that may change on Tuesday the 22nd, so I would wait until then before I started putting any kind of posts up in discussion forums. But you will be enrolled in one of these groups, and this is where you would go to do your discussion forum. So I click on that. Right now, these are the folks enrolled in Group 1, but again, that's subject to change. And then you can go to the group discussion board, and there is the Module 1 forum already ready to go. Click in there, and then when you're ready to write, you just simply hit Create Thread. Here's an example discussion question that I posted in here for you just for fun. And that's just for you, just in case you need a little help getting started. I used a cool tool called VoiceThread. If you guys want to do video discussion posts versus writing them out, VoiceThread is one option, and I'll try to get a link up to that on our Blackboard site because it's really, really kind of fun. And I embedded this, so if you want to see how I did it, hold on, let me show you really quickly. So in case you're wondering how to embed a video like that into the post, you would simply, so let's see if I can actually edit this very quickly. I don't know if I can. What I'll do is I'll create a new one. Okay, so I would go to Create Thread, and then hit sample, and then in the body of the thread I click on HTML, and so you grab the embed code. So if you do a YouTube video, YouTube will have an embed code, and then VoiceThread, if you scroll around in VoiceThread, there should be a way to get the embed code. So you would just simply paste the embed code in there like that, and then hit update, and then voila, boom, there's your video, and you can hit submit. And then that video will come right through that way. So if you ever do want to embed a video, that's how you do it. You just use that HTML button and you paste it into the box. Okay, let me delete that sample. So that's how you find your group. Okay, the last thing I want to show you are module directions and materials. And let me get it back into the student view so you can see what I see. Okay, so right now you should be able to see the Module 1 folder, which is a 2-week folder. And it's going to have everything you need for this first module. I'm going to have, here's the survey that I want you to take by Monday night. And again, it's a Google Form survey, so when you click on it, it's going to take you directly to the Google form. It's very, very, very quick and simple. It's just so I can get a quick idea of who is in the class. Okay? And then there's a video on how to write a good discussion question. There's the readings for Module 1, repeated again, even though that is in the syllabus. This link has helpful readings about the content of this module and videos. I definitely recommend you watching some of the videos. Take advantage of everything because the class is what you make of it. If you don't take advantage of the resources and do the readings and look through things, then you're only going to get so much from it. So try to really devote time to these readings and resources. And then here is a VoiceThread login. So again, I said that I made a lot of my videos through VoiceThread. So if you guys want to use VoiceThread, there is the link to be able to get into VoiceThread, which is supported through Blackboard. So that's my VoiceThread, just so you know. Okay, so that's how you get VoiceThread. I'll also try to create a little link right to your group forum from here. And then, I always put directions for the module up. I like to keep that in a Word document as well. Even though you've got it in your syllabus, I think some people really respond well when it's all in writing. So there it is again, written directions for Module 1. Please read these directions carefully before you begin writing your module. So it looks like a lot, but I actually just include a lot of detail just because some people really like that. So don't feel intimidated by that. It's really not that bad when you look at the actual directions. So there's everything. I feel like I've given you a lot to start with. I'm also going to eventually load an intro to Module 1, just where I go through some of the core concepts and theories that are covered in Module 1. So be on the lookout for that, but I may not have that on the first day of class. I'm still putting some materials together, but this will certainly be a good start so that you can go ahead and get started with your readings, take your Who Are You survey, and begin thinking about your discussion question that's due on Friday. So I hope that helps, and welcome to the class once again. And if you have any questions, just hit me up by email or text or Skype. Thanks a bunch.